Hey everyone, it's Brandy, and you're watching Abstract Crafter. Recognize that guy? We're gonna make another one today. I need another one because it's getting too fat. Don't tell it I said that. See, it's just... I want to make one... This one's gonna be for completed, or blank canvas, not blank canvases, unworked canvases, and we're gonna make a new one for the ones that are completed because I learned a few things while making this one, and so I didn't make it wide enough. I can't really lift it too much without dropping everything inside, but let's see what I can do. It's not wide enough, so I need to make it wider to accommodate diamonds. So I'm gonna show you everything that you need to do to make one of your very own, and I need to repair this one because it's so heavy. It keeps ripping this handle out. Plus, this isn't the best tape. I suggest very highly do not use glittery tape, and don't use metallic tape like this, hollow tape that's around the borders. It doesn't stick very well to this. I mean, maybe if you had better foam board, maybe. Okay, we had to ditch that guy. You'll be seeing a lot of my feet and a lot of the back of my head. But I'll try to stay out of the way, obviously, so you can see what I'm doing. But, let's see. Trying to think. I'm going to actually insert right here the materials you're going to need. So, I would suggest pausing and writing down if this is something that you want to create. We'll go over the materials, I'll show them to you too, but I just wanted to be able to give you something quickly. So, 2 pieces of foam board. Everything I got at the dollar store. So it's very affordable. Everything was $1. So $2 on the foam board. I got a roll of this, which is enough to do 1 canvas. And it's double-sided velcro, which you have to hot glue down. And then this was $1, and it's plenty. There's even extras, so if you don't want to use the next thing, you can just use these. But I had bought these God, it's not good white on white there. These are self-adhesive, but we're going to hot glue them down anyway, and I am going to give you fair warning. I am very messy when it comes to hot gluing, and I don't care. I make no apologies. Hot glue gun. I do highly suggest the big guys, because you're going to use probably about one of these, if you're anything like me, one of these per side. And tape of your choice. It looks metallic, but it's not. See? So, oh. And a ruler of your choice. So, let's see. I'm trying to decide. I should have decided this before we started. I'm going to figure out where we're going to start. I think we'll start with gluing, hot gluing down the Velcro. Doesn't matter if you're exactly on. I know, like with my OCD, the first time it drove me crazy to not have it completely equal on both sides. But when it came down to it, it didn't really matter at all. So I wouldn't worry too much if it's not 100% exact. Alright, so let's see if I can not be in the way. I'm going to move this a little bit and try to... So I'm going to take the ruler and I'll show you how long I cut this. It's so hard because it's white on white, but hopefully it'll translate pretty well. I just cut it so that there's just a little bit, it doesn't need to go all the way to the top and bottom. You can make it if you want to. There is plenty, like here's my extra, and it'll still hang over the side. I don't care about that, and you do want to try to get it over here as close as possible. So I want to make little marks where it is that I am going to be putting those down, just so it's easier for me. So I thought I'd go with like a darker marker to kind of offset all the white that's going on. Okay, like I said, I'll try to stay out of the way, but it's not always easy when you're trying to measure, so I'm going to try to just put that in the middle as best as I can. It's going to curl up when you let go of either side, so just try to hold one side down. If you don't want something as bright as this, just use a pencil or make it a little bit below where you want it. So I'm literally just going to draw like that because it doesn't bother me. Nobody but me is going to see the inside of that. And see, and I came over a little bit further than I wanted to, so to accommodate for that, I'm just going to make a dot right here so I know that that's actually where I want my corner. And now, as evenly as possible, I'm going to try to bring it down to here and do the same thing, trying to keep it stretched out, because obviously you want your measurements to be about right. And I guess it's really more important to make sure you could just do a dot like that, if, we'll do it that way. So then, for the sake of trying to be as even as possible, I'm going to measure. And of course I had to get a clear ruler, so yay for me. So that's 4 centimeters. Oh my god, I can't believe I got that exact. So I'm just going to go 4 centimeters on this one back here and make it. It bleeds really heavily on this one because it's from the dollar store. I'm going to get in your way for a sec while I get this measurement. I apologize. You will get to know the back of my head very well. See, now this one's only 3.5. Again, it's not important. The important part is just getting them glued down. Okay. So we'll start on this side and then we'll move to that side. And we'll just remember, literally, hold on. Sorry, I had to pause real quick. I had noisy visitors. So over here, I'm going to go 3.5 centimeters and 4 centimeters where my glue gun is. I don't even know if that's going to show up on camera. So I wrote it down on the thing that's got my hot glue gun on it. Because things are just everywhere. That way when I flip it around, I'll try to make sure that I remember that my measurements will be reversed. And I mean, if you really wanted to, you could do 3.5, 4, 3.5. Because you're either going to cover that with tape or you're going to cover it with this strip. Okay. So the way I like to do it, and if you have a more elegant way, oh, little hot glue ball, more elegant way of doing this, do it. Because, like I said, I'm very messy when it comes to it. So I'm actually going to do the bottom one first. So I'll try to just squat and glue. So I'm going to just, you're going to end up having to add more glue once you get that strip on there anyway. And if you have sensitive hands, wear gloves or something, but try. I think maybe I'm so messy because my hot glue gun is like the worst glue gun ever. Hopefully it doesn't start drying on me because I'm terrible. Ooh. That's how terrible my glue gun is. I gotta do stuff like that. I just never wanted to commit to spending money on a nice one. Maybe I will. I do enough crafts and I struggle through it, so. Alright. So you want to kind of move quickly. And just use your guides. And save a little bit room. You don't want to go all the way to the edge because you want room for your tape to go around the corner if that's something that you care about. If you just want it plain, then go all the way to the edge. I get glue all over my hands whenever I do any hot glue projects. So I'll let that one dry a little bit while I put the next piece on, and just make sure that you got the opposite ends. I seem to have lost my opposite end. Oh, found it. And I'm just going to make sure that these measurements work for this strip. And if it doesn't, then I just need to remember that. Obviously, you want to try to keep the same distance for both. And it seems to be just fine. So now we're going to get really messy glue again. I try to get it in the center. I'm not very good at that. I guess I don't do a lot of hot glue gun crafts. I'm more of a marker and colored pencil and crayon kind of arts and crafts, or self-adhesive. I'm sorry, I'm probably in your way, but it's just, I'm just hot gluing, so I'll get out of the way for the important parts. Alright, go over there. My hot glue gun is so cheap that it doesn't even have an on and off switch. I just have to unplug it. So obviously it's not a good one to, if you're trying to be safe. Like I said, if you're not exactly on with your, this side's much easier too, because it's not the prickly part, it's the soft part. If you're not right on with your measurements, it's not going to be the end of the world. Or with your placement. See, don't be sensitive like I am. I just got hot glue all over my finger. Alright. So, now what you want to check for, because trust me, if you don't do this part, when you go to open this, it's going to rip off. And I guess I forgot to mention that it's probably good that we have 4 centimeters here and 3.5 here, because this bottom part's where you're going to be putting, where you really need the tape to be. So, trying to get the glue off my hand so it doesn't look so stupid. So, yeah, you're just going to be checking to make sure that you're glued down really well. If not, just go in and just, it doesn't matter if it leaks out the side. If that's something that bothers you, you can get that off later. See, I even got a little bit on there. I'll just kind of scrape it off as best I can. Yes, it's hot, but I'd rather not have to come back and glue it later. Now, this is just something if you can't afford one of those really nice canvas or portfolios, or you start to run out of room like I did. I mean, this isn't really meant to be permanent by any means. I fully intend and hope to get a really nice, like, leather portfolio or plastic even. It doesn't have to be the best, but something nicer than foam board. See, so I'm just checking now, and I can tell that I favor that other side, so I'm just gonna go and, damn it, sorry. I'm just gonna go in and get my edges. This is probably like the most crude tutorial ever, but you know, it's more realistic. You know, not everybody is professional crafters with this kind of stuff. And I'm trying to go fast too, so that doesn't help, because I don't want this to be like a 40-minute tutorial on how to make a portfolio. So generally I would take my time a little bit more than I am right now. And then I'm just going to let that do its thing and flip it around. I'm going under my coffee table a little bit. That's okay. And you can see here that this was going to be for a different project, but the cats got to it, so my mom was going to throw it away, and I thought, well, I need another portfolio, so I can see over there that since I literally flipped it upside down, this is going to be the 3.5 centimeters, and this is going to be the 4, and like this corner is chewed off, but I'm going to cover that anyway. So, God, I hope you don't have HD, because my legs are really bad right now. I've got eczema and psoriasis. So, it's just been too hot to do anything about it. Usually if I'm out in the sun for a little bit, it'll help. I really burnt the crap out of this finger right here. That was really stupid to touch it that fast. If you wait even a couple seconds, it won't be that bad. All right, I'm going to get in the way again here, I'm sure, while I come in and get this measurement. And this is going to be a little tough because of that corner being chewed off. Good enough. The nice thing about going inside, you know, you don't have to worry about being completely exact. The only thing I like to do, so this is the soft side here. I want to put the soft side here. I mean, some people might like to go opposite, you know, so you'd have your rough side here so that, but I haven't found that that really matters when I've used Velcro. My little one decided to stick to it because I don't have a very big work area here. I'm on my living room floor. And my camera kind of dictates where I go. So I should have measured using this instead of the ruler because I cut the strips separate, but I did pretty good, I guess. So, jeez. Alright. Hot glue gun. Hold on. Sorry, I have the world's loudest stairs. This house is very old, so when it's warm and humid, they creak a lot. It doesn't matter how... It's like the quieter you try to be, the louder they get. So, we're just going to rinse and repeat. We're just going to... And I just find that I'm just hitting that trigger over and over. See, like, this is why this glue gun is so dumb, because it gets to this point and it doesn't want to spit anything out anymore. Then my glue up at top starts to dry. How's my hair look from the top, alright? I hope. This is how I always wear my hair. I don't know why I even care right now, because you guys are probably not caring either. Alright. Ugh, that's a lot up there. You know, and you do have a tiny, tiny window where you can adjust this. Very, very tiny. Well, and there goes my phone ringing. Awesome sauce. Okay, sorry. I'm waiting for a doctor to call me. I had an appointment this morning, and it was at 8:20 a.m. and at 7:59. As I'm literally walking by the phone, they called to cancel and said that they would try to fit me in this afternoon. So that's the only reason I would never normally put the phone next to me when I'm filming, but it's important. Alright, let's get on with this. So that probably had enough time to dry, but yeah. I'm doing better on this one though. Believe it or not, with how messy I'm doing. I am doing better on this one than I did on the last one. Alright. And see, I had to steal my bed sheet. That's what this brown is, just so that we wouldn't get hair all over our project. Okay. Glob, glob, glob. See, it doesn't matter if you don't get it completely even all the way down. It's going to even itself out when you push it down on the Velcro. Let's see if I can get out of the way. Stupid stick. So maybe if you had a better glue gun, you wouldn't need as much as I do. Or maybe if you're actually good at glue guns, or getting a straight, nice line. I'll say it again. I already said it once, but I need to invest in a better one. And the sad thing is I have probably 4 more just like it, but just in a variety of shapes and colors, all just as cheap. Alright, let's get this on there. I'm trying to stay out of your way again, but it's not easy. Okay, so I had to make sure I was, at least visually, it looked remotely the same. Okay. Oh, God, that one sucks. Just use your Sharpie. And no, you could use this as a last step if you wanted your tape to go in more. But I found that that was one of the mistakes I made on the last one, because if your tape doesn't stick to your poster board, then this is going to come up with it. So now, we'll check that. Looks like I got a pocket of right here that needs to get glued. I don't care if I get it on my marker. I'd rather get it on my marker than my hand. Alright, let's see where else do we got. I didn't do too bad on this one. Just a tiny bit, but I mean literally anything that's not glued down, you want to make sure that you glue it down. Ew, that's an oozer. Alright, let's check this one. Oh, there's a bunch that got missed there. I keep forgetting to get out of the way. It's because I don't have a monitor. Alright. I'm going to unplug my glue gun because I don't need any more. Wait, hold on, I see a pocket. Right there, okay. Okay, now I'll unplug it. The nice thing about using a hot glue gun too, if you wanted to use like a better kind of craft glue, you could. You just would have to let it set up longer. And you wouldn't be able to do the rest of the steps right away. Okay. So then you have to decide what you want as your top and bottom. I want my bottom to be the bigger and where this cut is. So we're gonna move that guy out of the way just for a minute, and this guy too, because you want to get your tape. Ooh, I don't know, this tape is kind of... Maybe don't get dollar store duct tape. Alright. So, I just want... Because you're going to be adding more than just this one piece. So, I just want the very edge of my canvas. So, if you know... As long as it's close to the length, that's fine. So I'm just trying to put, and I'll show you how much. Alright, hold on. It's not as easy to do it on the floor, so do it on a table. And I already got dog hair in it. Awesome. Okay, so that's about how much I put in, so there's that much extra. This is going to be interesting how I'm going to get this part done. I'm pulling it off. So, let's see. 3.5. Okay, so I need to turn this so that the 4 is on the bottom. However thick you want it, that's how much tape you want in the middle. And I really hope this is showing. So I want mine to be about that thick. And I'm completely uneven. Oh my god. You're never going to watch another one of my tutorials again. There we go. So, just in case that got off camera, that's about how thick I want mine. So, now we need to cover that sticky. And we'll get the edges of it afterwards. I'm going to try to just fill in those gaps on the end real quick before we get too far. So, and I don't care if it hangs over. That can be fixed after. Alright, so I'm going to get the next piece I need. I don't need very much, just a small. Ugh. Oh, I tell you, my knees are not happy with me right now. There we go. Alright, so now this time we'll be able to cover the whole thing. And like I said, if you go, it's better to go over and have a little bit of hangover than to be short and have to do what I just did. Ultimately, it shouldn't matter too much. I don't carry it around even though I make handles for it. Okay. And luckily for me that I can pull this tape up if I need to and readjust it. As long as you don't push down, which I did. So never mind, ignore that. Try to get it to adhere. And like I said, we're going to put tape on this side and this side of it just to make it more secure. My God, I'm squatting in positions I haven't since I was young. I'm just going to put my tape right up to the bottom of that. There, that's nice. Alright, now let's go on to the other side. Oh my God, hold on that phone. That definitely was not the doctor again. So yeah, I ripped my paper now because I threw the tape down to answer that phone. Alright. So then we're going to flip it over. I'm just going to try to pinch those ends so I can cut that off when the time comes. We're going to flip it over and do the exact same thing. And then I can see how bad of a job I did. Throat frog. I can't wait till we come to the video that I don't have that thing visit us. This is the most... Oh no! Shoot. Oh, well. Looks like it's gonna be a mixer. Because I only have one roll. Well, that's stupid. Hold on while I get more tape. Okay, so I grabbed this tape. It was the lesser of two evils. Now I'm really, like, it's gonna drive me nuts. And I don't think I have a lot of this left either, so I guess I'm hoping I can just cover this part of that tape too, but we'll see. I just did not want to use that holographic tape because that was not good. It did not mix well with this foam board, so I'm just gonna cover this. I don't care. Oh, I can hear it right there at the end. But that makes me happier. And that's the end of that one. This is the worst tutorial ever. Gotta grab another tape. Hello! I'm not going to be doing much more because at this point it's up to you to decorate it the way you want to decorate it. If you want to do like how I did on the other one, by putting tape up the sides and up the top, you can, but I'm not going to. Nobody really sees it but me other than this one, the one video I showed to you guys in. I probably will make a different one. This is just like really rough to show you how to do it. So then you just bring it up, make sure that, you know, everything's gonna connect. And it looks good. We got good thickness so it can expand a little bit. No matter how much it expands, you're still gonna be able to open it. And I like to kind of do that anyway to test to make sure that it's not going to rip off. So, the last part that I'll show you is how to make handles if you don't know how. So all I do, by the end, and there's, oh no, we got one more thing. So what I like to do after I make the handles is attach the Velcro up here too. Well, we'll do that. But we'll make these handles really quick. Where's the end? So, however long you want them. It doesn't matter because you're gonna take the tape and literally just fold it in half. Then you can cut off anything that sticks out. See, this tape is just awful. And this wasn't cheap. I guess you pay for the appearance. So then all I do at this point is fold it in half. And that's how I get it even. Probably not quite as long as I'd like it for a handle, but so then, if your leg's not falling asleep like mine from squatting in weird positions, you're going to take as much tape as you want. It'll go up here. More, it'll go on the inside though. It depends on which side you want your handles. I had mine on the outside last time, so it will go on the outside. So I'm just gonna put this here so it's ready. And then I'll cut another one of the same size. God, this tape is really hard to tell where the ends are. You know, and you could come up with some, like you could use leather with buttons, and I mean, you can really get creative with how you do these handles. I just liked this way because it was all taped then. So then literally, you're just going to tape it and you're going to loop it like that. Well, like that because I'm going on this side. So you want your loop to be hanging, see, like that, and like that. Get it as far apart as you want, and could have put a little dot of hot glue, I guess. I'm going to start here. This is so messy. Not proud of this. Just remember, it's the principle behind it, not the actual end result. Just showing you how to get there. You can take your time. You can use better materials than I have. Seeing like that's crooked. Awesome. But I'm just going to borrow this one and make that more even. I think last time I actually ended up putting tape around, but it doesn't matter. So let's flip this guy. Wipe the sweat that's dripping into my eyes. Alright. Handle numero uno. Let's get our tape ready. Oh, see, it's already covered in dog hair. Numero dos. Numero uno. Not good with the tutorials. Sometimes when it's just easy for me, it's hard for me to explain it more simply, and it's harder for me to do it so it's not, you know, that I'm not in the way and I'm not messy. I don't even care if they're even at this point because I'm not proud of this. Like I said, take your time with it. Be more decorative and creative than I am being. Like I said, I'm just trying to show you the steps. Alright, loop it again, and you want to try to line it up, obviously, with your other handle. So I'm actually just gonna try to get one side down at a time. I think that's what I should have done in the first place. Get out of your way. I'm not even gonna try to loop it just yet. I just want to get it taped down. Okay. Just holding that. And actually now I can bend this part back. I can bend this part back. Loop it. Stick it. Tape it down. There we go. And then the last step that's necessary, like I said, if you don't have these ones that are self-adhesive, which they don't end up working anyway, it's better to hot glue them down. I do mine, let's just open that right where the handles are. And now these ones I do opposite. These are the soft right here on, right here, the soft. So I put the harsh ones there. And then I'll put the soft ones here. Where'd they go? Right here. I got them, don't worry. There we go. And there we go. And if you've got your handles even, then they're going to line up. I mean, you could literally, to make sure, do that, but see, like mine are off. Because my handles are off because I'm rushing. Not taking my time like I should be. But I didn't put a lot of pressure down. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to attach it like that. Attach it, peel it, attach it to this side. And squeeze it shut. Putting lots and lots and lots and lots of pressure. I don't know if that worked. Oh yeah, it did. So, at this point I would personally tape the edges so that that part is covered. And I would tape the top and sides. And I'd probably just look at all that dog hair. I would reinforce this like down here with another piece of tape that went around. But I don't have good tape left. I used it all. So bringing back this guy, like I did on this one, how I went around the edges, that was more to protect this. And then on the bottom, look at all that hair I reinforced. But it came off right here because of the hair. Say, oh, canvas is flying. But that's all there is to it. This guy will be good enough for what I need it to do until I can get something more permanent. But I mean, it's as simple as I can make it look. It's not the prettiest thing in the world, but it does the job. So, I hope I taught you something. I hope I didn't get in your way too much. Let's get this masterpiece in frame. Yeah, that's the best way to do it with your feet. So, alright, let me know in the comments what you think. Was it a fail? Did you like it? Would you do it? I don't know. Do you have a suggestion of better materials? Let me know down in the comments. Till next time, have a nice day, friends. Bye.